I was talking to a man the other day who was leaving, decided to immigrate, decided to leave this country. And I said, why are you leaving? He said, it's homosexuality. I said, what are you talking about? He said, 300 years ago, if you were homosexual, you were hanged, drawn, and quartered. 100 years ago, if you were homosexual, you were hanged. 50 years ago, if you were homosexual, you were flogged and given 20 years in prison. 20 years ago, if you were homosexual, you were fined £200 and sent to prison for 2 years. 5 years ago, if you were homosexual, you had a small fine and you were pardoned. Got off with a warning. I said, well, what are you leaving for? He said, I'm going before they make it compulsory.
Very clear that we make no discrimination on the grounds of various...
I wasn't making discrimination. I'm simply saying there are two genders, male and female.
She was in tutorial time, and Olivia has outwardly said in that tutorial time that being gay is a sin. She has been given a day of 2 days in the inclusion room as a sanction for this.
Why has she been?
We're trying to really explain to Olivia. You know, I said, break it down for me. What is a sin? Can you define what a sin is to me? And she said, oh, it's something kind of negative, it's something bad, and that if you do that, then you go to hell. And she explained it in that way. As a Christian school and a Christian academy, as you're aware, part of our ethos is being kind and accepting of others. And so you have to appreciate that in that form room, you know, there may be students that are gay and they would feel quite uncomfortable in that situation, and for any kind of homophobic language or racist language, it's the same. We give a sanction of 2 days, and that's the reason why she's got a sanction of 2 days.
Okay, all right, okay. Have you finished, Miss Lynch?
Yeah, I finished.
All right. Olivia is she's not having the inclusion, right? First of all, right, she was asked, right, her opinion, and she gave her honest opinion. I, for one, do not encourage any form of discrimination, right? And again, when she said it's a sin, she's coming from a religious perspective, as opposed to, you know, okay, this is what I personally feel. Now, if Mr. Barney, is that his name, did not want an opinion, then he should not have asked her. In your tutorial classes, right, or just generally with your pupils, you encourage them to speak their mind, right? Now, if she wasn't asked, she would not have said anything. So it's not like she's gone and she's, insulting, left, right, and center, be it a black person, a gay person, or whatever sort of person, be it whatever. She's not doing that. She's giving her honest opinion, and she's being penalized for that. So why is she being penalized for answering a question honestly? So I'm sorry, but I'm refusing that she does not do any inclusion. It's not fair. So, I'm sorry if I'm sounding this way, but I'm not happy, and I'm upset that Olivia, right, is being given inclusion, which she's not going to do, and I will put my foot down on that because she answered a question honestly. Then why ask her? Why ask her?
I understand your point of view. However, in line with our academy policy, we do give 2 days.
She's not going to observe it. So please, can you send my child home? She is not going to observe it. Now, let me ask you a question. It's a faith school, right? And you try to, like, and I'm just paraphrasing now, balance different and accommodate different should I say individuals, right, with sexual orientation, which is fine. But let's not forget that she goes to church. It's in the Bible. So what else? What if it's a faith school? Then what are you? Then what is being preached on here? So she's not making this up herself, for God's sake.
I'm going to have to end this conversation now because I really don't appreciate your tone.
No. Okay, you don't appreciate. Okay, all right.
It's not a productive conversation.
It's not a productive conversation, right?
I've informed you of the incident.
Okay. Okay, she's not going to observe it. She's not going to observe it. So please, can you send that? She's not going to observe it. Can you please send my child home? She's not going to observe it, please.
I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, bye.
A high school student in Canada has been arrested for declaring that men and women are different. Josh Alexander attended St. Joseph's High School, Catholic High School in Renfrew, Ontario. He was barred from school from the grounds for saying that God created two genders, because that's kind of a Christian precept and also common sense. When he showed up for class, police arrested him. You can see it on your screen right now.